Zadira into Gyro. Now it's Gyro. I don't know. We've got Gyro. I'm confused with all these names. Sorry, guys. We need to check this out. Boston, Godless, and Pinkman.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure we say it right, but it is kind of crazy when you end up seeing a G, a Y, and an R, O, O. I mean, Gyro is what's come to mind whenever you're seeing it and you're casting it.
Yes.
But yeah, wait, what? Pinkman. With 3 eliminations, 351 damage. Not bad. Did you see the match ranking? 15 points is going to go to Hora VP, even though they didn't really get to do an insane amount of stuff there in the last match. They were just using the ground that they had to work with. 12 points total.
Yeah.
And then if we look there towards the second page, Max, APG and Inner Circle, 3 points apiece.
Rough times. Rough times for them, it seems. Unfortunately, we'll see in the leaderboards how far they are, but I think they might be on the second page, actually, 7. Like, to be
I think so.
Brutally honest. I think they're on the second page, but like barely on the second page. They could make it on the first page if they get one good result. We'll have to see how they are currently. Here you go. Overall leaderboards. And it is going to be Brute Force, followed up by Virtus.pro and Hora in the top 3. So Hora holding strong, able to jump up an extra rank here over the likes of Dagestan. And looking on the bottom, Mongol, Skyforce, like Mongolia's here to play. These two teams are currently outperforming what they've done in the group stage. So all of Mongolia, Skyforce, APG, Mongols next to one another. The brotherhood is real in the leaderboards.
Yeah, for Brute Force, using that advantage that they got earlier after winning the Rondo match, getting a lot of eliminations. But right now, with the way that they're trending, I'm feeling like Brute Force might not end up being in first place after the next match. Especially with VP, with Hora being consistent too. More than likely, we're going to have some teams starting to step it up. Especially after the halfway mark of day 1. We need to see teams being able to step it up. Inner Circle, ASI 8. Alcatia 2, GOAT. I mean, Kanina Power. This lobby is just so stacked, man.
It is right.
Hey,
if anything,
wild.
If anything, it goes to show that this season compared to spring is so much tougher to stand out. Like, you're looking at Inner Circle, they're down here. You're looking at Arcade at a group stage, they're struggling too. Alcadzia also, they're almost by a singular point missed out on PMWC in spring. I don't know, man. I think that we're going to enter the third day and be like, we have no idea what to expect. So many teams are going to be in the Smash Zone possibly, and depending on how the Rondo games goes too, because we saw it was a crazy first Rondo. But with that said, I believe, 7, it is time for us to take a very short break, and we'll be back after that one for our third and final Orangle of the day, followed up after that with 2 Miramars. If you want to check those out, stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly with some more CSA PUBG Mobile esports action. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the PUBG Mobile Super League CSA Fall Split as we're jumping into our final airing guild, and we're getting one heck of a playing path. We were talking about earlier, by the way, sorry for the short break. I know a lot of you guys were expecting 6 minutes, 5 minutes. No, we're back. We want to get right into the action with this circle, though. I'm looking at teams like APG. I'm looking at Inner Circle, ASI 8. We need to see a bit of a step up from them, Max.
Would be nice to see. Would be nice to have one. I just want to see some small mistakes be fixed, like I8 that previous game, unnecessarily pushing out of their compound, getting backstabbed by Dagestan while also taking a fight at the same time with Mad Balls. Stuff like that, I'm going to be honest, not PMGC level. If you want to have a chance at PMGC, that kind of stuff needs to be fixed right now. And luckily enough, you know what? It's a 3-day finals. You can fix it. You still have one more Wrangle, 2 Miramars. You can go back to the hotel room tonight, say, hey, that didn't quite work out. Work on it, fix it, and come a better version of yourself heading into day 2 and day 3. Playing path is done. Where's the circle going to go? We'll have to see which teams are going to be given a bit of an advantage. And it is going to be dead center on Inner Circle on the Western Bridge.
It is going to be favoring Inner Circle. And the crazy part, too, is we're going to be getting a little bit of the South Island. Maybe we'll get a military circle. That'll be kind of nice. Especially because a lot of teams are going to be expecting it to go towards Main Island with the current split that we have for that circle. Skyforce is going to be going Novo. We have APG. Nobody's going to challenge them. Absolutely nobody challenges.
You know what?
APG.
Question for chat already. An early prediction. Where's the circle going? Is it going mainland? Is it going to military island? What we thinking? Because that's a thing. I'm doing this prediction for a very specific reason here, Seven.
Okay.
The teams are making that decision in their minds right now. They're like, damn it. Yep. Where's this circle going to go? What do we do? Do we take a big gamble? Do we play it safe and play around the water and we do a quick transition based on if the circle moves away from us? They are thinking about that right now, and they're stressed as hell because of it.
Mad Balls is just hunting down for Yonko. The squad is currently in last place of the standings. Mad Balls making sure they secure 2 eliminations, and then they decide to back off. But I'm thinking bridge. I'm being a little bit toxic. I kind of want it to be on the, like, right where Falak is at the moment.
So yellows. Okay, I'll show the map feed for you guys for a second, just so you know what he's talking about. But Falak is currently northeast split of Inner Circle, away from the bridge. Yellow's finish could be interesting. Fairy Pier finish could be
a fun one. We don't get to see those often.
It's quite rare. It is quite rare. Actually, one thing that's really cool for Inner Circle on that position is that they kept hot dropping in that position where Falak is versus 721. 721 didn't qualify, so Inner Circle are just know they have full control and pick off the litter when it comes to those positions next to the Western Bridge. So, yeah, eliminating that team early on actually helped them out a lot. They should thank Mongols because they're the one who kicked out 721, really.
Just freedom for days there. The crazy thing, though, is I'm seeing Brute Force on the map. Oh man, I gotta rewind this. For some reason, I'm either behind or ahead on the map feed.
Yeah, I need to retime at the start of every game. It gets desynced a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I time it right too. It's like at times it's too far ahead, at times it's too far behind. I don't know what's going on here, Max. Wait, where would you want to see the circle finish? We didn't get an answer from you.
Northern military coast area, like south of Alcadzia, currently where they are, around there. Is my pick.
Oh, but on military side.
Yes, on military.
That would be insane.
I mean, that's where hovercrafts are OP, by the way. That kind of area, hovercraft, if you get a control of multiple early on, like maybe Regicide, VP, Inner Circle could get some. That stuff is insanely powerful in circles like this. By the way, someone's telling us in chat, Harjley Debama, 2 different teams. Mongols, you have Giro, and for Yonkers, you have Gyro. But it said Giro, not Zero, because people are saying it's J pronounced as a Z, which I've never seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad, don't try to mess us up here, okay? Maxman ever watched Claw like Aquanox from A-Bit? A-Bit didn't make it to IC, sadly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We won't be seeing that Claw. It's Crypto. There you go. There you go, Crypto. There you go, ASI8. Show us that aggressiveness. Quick little eliminations, too. You're not going to be risking too much. Get a 1-2, or at least just a 1. Get some ground as well.
4
There's
cars.
a poll currently in the chat. Are recall towers in Rondo adding more excitement for you? Yes or no? Make sure you guys answer it. Yes. For me,
I said
you
yes.
know what? I'm answering myself. I said definite yes.
Hell yeah.
Somebody said no. People are saying, yo, it's actually insanely close.
Gonna say hi to a few of the new names we have in chat, by the way. We have Goku, Slimani, Pepperport. What's up, Pepperport? If I didn't say hi, welcome. Hyper King, Unique, OM Moonot, Killerboy, Nothing. Everyone in the chat, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great day, a great Monday for the PMSL CSA finals. Again, very odd. Finals on a Monday, but it is what it is. And I like it. It's a good way to start the week with some good old Pogi-Mogi esports. Hell yeah.
What was it? One day? One day.
The Wenday.
Welcome to the one day.
Welcome to the Wenday.
He doesn't use thumbs? Wait, he doesn't use thumbs?
What?
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Now
Like-
I'm really intrigued.
How? Like,
What the heck?
damn. He's gonna have-
Pepperport, please, people vote. No, Peppa, quit it. Stop trying to. I love recall towers. Don't do this to me, please.
Leave them, please. We like them. A lot of people saying hi. What's up, Chizumi, Rahul, welcome, Ayush, Max Verstappen, as always. How's it going, guys? Heaven?
Max Verstappen. Okay. I thought you were gonna go with it, bro. You
Max
psyched me out.
Verstappen.
yeah, you do it.
I've done it too many times.
Okay.
Max Verstappen's always in the chat. It's the real one, by the way. It's always in.
Imagine. Sophia said 3. I don't know what that's replying to. Let's go, baby, once more with the old 2020 vibes.
I think it was
nothing. It'll come.
I think it was an answer to Clot asking how many slots for PMGC. Just to re-explain for those who are maybe not too familiar with how it works, we have 3 slots for PMGC from this tournament, PMSL CSA Fall 2025, and we have 3 regional points, which are going to be 1 for Uzbekistan, 1 for Pakistan, and 1 for Central Asia. Not South Asia, like I said earlier, Central Asia.
So 3 plus 3, 6.
6,
Wow.
7? Maybe. I'm sorry. That was horrible. You guys want to look at the map feed real quick? Let's look at the map feed.
Let's look at the map feed, bro, please.
Yeah. So
Look
no
at the
one-
map feed. I need to make sure my map feed's up to par.
No one took the gamble currently then, 7, of making it to Military Island. I think they're all expecting it to go northwest on mainland. If it goes military right now, you're going to have the wildest, craziest rush, like race to make it to military. It's going to be hectic, and I kind of hope it happens. I really do.
Me too. I'm really hoping it happens too. I'm switching my pick of where I want it to end. Okay, Max?
You want it? So, okay, you want it
I
to
want
go
to see
there.
that mayhem. I want to see somebody try to do a glider, okay? 7,
Well,
you're
like
a
in
genius.
PL?
3 plus 3 equals 6. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
We need
Come
PL,
on.
2 horse on the glider rotation. That was OP.
Yes.
Come on,
But
where's
it
the
didn't
circle
end
gonna
up-
go?
Didn't it
Yes!
not
Oh
work?
my
Oh
god,
my
this is
God.
insane. This is crazy. I don't think it's gonna go to
It's
mainland.
going
It
milli.
seems unlikely. This is gonna keep shifting over to military Western Cliff.
APG.
Everyone in their car. Look, they're all in the car already. They're all like, oh, this is horrible.
crap.
This is so bad.
Holy crap. Chat, how many teams end up getting eliminated? Who's going to be doing it? Is anybody going to be doing a glider rotation? Yes or no? I'm hoping it happens.
You
One
gotta do
player,
it now if you want to. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're gonna get shot down instantly.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
This is the worst circle of this tournament so far.
This is worse. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the best circle so
No,
far.
the worst for the team. Oh, for us, entertainment-wise,
I
this
know,
is
I know.
amazing.
Every single team is like, shut up, 7. This circle sucks.
But we love it.
Yeah, we absolutely love it.
Look at APG instantly going for the Western Ridge control. I think they're making sure they can cancel out some botations or maybe even glidations from some teams on the glider if they're going to be entering this. So APG are looking to get some easy early eliminations, it seems.
The amount of teams that are crossing right now is ridiculous.
Some are swimming, some are in boats, some are trying to get to the bridge, but that's almost impossible. Inner Circle getting absolutely wrecked by APG, it seems. Reefer's able to find it.
Yikes.
This is bad.
He ended up being the opposite, Max. Where I was talking about how maybe Inner Circle will be the one holding APG. Nope. APG is going to be the one holding Inner Circle. Falak's going to go down too. Oh, this is awful for Inner Circle. 13th place. Luckily for them, just to my awareness, right? You say Inner Circle or 4 Thrives. was in first place for PMGC points, right? For Pakistan.
Yes.
And it's not even close.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Like,
All
only
right.
Regicide can catch up, and they have such a big lead from Spring that it's almost impossible unless Regicide are literally top 5 of this tournament.
Ooh. Well, we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be playing into effect, because if Inner Circle, I mean, bad performances all around. There you go, 16th place. It was just a matter of time.
Look at APG. How many elims they have right now already? Themselves
APG's
3
only up
elims.
3.
Yep.
And that's with them maybe backing off a tiny bit too, as more elims are going to start coming through for the squad.
I'm going to show the map feed. We're not looking at any of the eliminations. The elimination feed is lighting up. Look where everyone is currently on the map feed. Kunina Power were able to make it successfully in there. Some are still just holding on to that mainland position up north. But you know as a fact here, Seven, that it's extremely unlikely we get a northern mainland finish here. It's going to keep shifting towards this military island. So I think that we're going to lose maybe 50% of the lobby upon phase 3, which is a crazy ratio to have.
Look at VIP. I'm liking what VIP is going to be doing there too. Yeah, VIP is going to have a freebie right now there towards the south. And I also love the positioning of APG. With that positioning and with how aggressive APG can be, honestly, Max, I wouldn't be surprised if this squad ends up with 15 plus elims.
Who's VIP?
VP?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just waiting for you to. I was like, VIP?
You trying to mess me up, boy? No. I said just one time. Just one time.
You said it twice in a row. I said VIP. You said, oh yeah, VIP. I'm like, okay. Sure, you sound very confident.
I didn't hear the first time. You bastard.
It's fine, it's fine. Here you go, fight on Ferry Pier is going to get fully committed to, it seems like, brute force. I mean, the thing is, because there's a team right behind them, Mad Balls can't even swim across here. They need to eliminate brute force before even just thinking about making it to Military Island.
I mean, you have to make sure you clear everything. And they're going to be hoping, too, that the boat that spawns there is going to be there. Because if not, then APG is just going to have freedom. They're going to be just popping everybody that's going to be swimming over.
The boat was taken by Inner Circle earlier. I don't know if you saw that. They took the boat. There's no more boats here, I think. Unless there's like another spawn I just don't know about. But I don't think you have boats anymore here. They're all gone.
Ooh. Waited around. Mad Bulls. Oh my gosh, look at the bridge too.
Right, sorry, I had the camera hiding for a split second there. But yeah, Horror going to go right into I8. They're trying to bridge campaign, farm some eliminations. And so far, it's been successful. Horror dropping like flies. Down to just now No Fear and Jiggle making her way. Sky going to be remaining on the northern side of the bridge. And he's just running it.
He is going to be running. I was just laughing. Pepper Port VIP sounds better than BP. I don't know what you're talking about.
It kind of does.
Yep. Nah, Chad, I didn't call it VIP. It was just one time. Leave me alone.
Yeah, even they were saying, who's VIP? Who is that?
Yeah. Wait a second. I don't know what you're talking about.
Suffering from success,
Mongols.
doing too many regions.
Yeah, imagine. As long as there's not another AE or... Oh, man, there's just so many variations, too. Wait until we get to the finals. If VIP gets in there, too. VIP? No, it's not VIP. It's VP. Dang it. Now, Max, you're messing me up now.
We got him, chat. I like Goat how they're trying to sweep from the northern side, pushing him from east to west, trying to just push them against the blue zone and the water, so there's no escape here. I think Goat have an idea that maybe most of the boats already gone because this is a very late rotation from Ferry Pier towards southern of the island. So, Goat, I dig this. I like what's happening currently from them.
Yeah, Goat waiting it out. I mean, you know, you're going to have a hard push. See if you can maybe get up some more eliminations, because whenever we do end up being over there, it's going to be hard. And there you go. Somebody actually got it. Yeah, VPE. When we get Vampire Esports in the grand finals, if VP makes it to the grand finals too, oh boy. Just wait for the confusion.
It's horrible. VPE going for the third party on VP versus VIP. It's going to be so many fights. It's all over the place. Oh no.
It's the fights of the VPs. Oh gosh, that would be so awful.
Oh, does he spot him?
Well, good thing VIP is not going to be in play. Oh, there you go.
Hey, Seven, do you agree with the fact that the ASM Abacan is just a crazy good weapon in esports right now? Like, the rate of fire is better than playing an M4 at that kind of range.
Ooh. You know, if I'm being completely honest with you, I haven't even thought about that one.
Oh, it's
but
really
now that you
strong.
mention it. Wait, there is a boat.
Oh, no one took that one. I mean, going on the pier is kind of risky anyways to get a boat.
Yeah. So there was 2 boat spawns? No, I really thought there was only one.
No, there's 2.
They were on the same one. Oh,
okay.
Sleepy.
Yeah, spotted out. It's going to be happening. Unfortunately picked off. And that's going to be Casanova also secured out by Sleepy Jiggle, also getting himself a good one. So far, Horror are winning this fight versus I8, it seems. And it's just going to be down to Crypto now on the bridge. Does also get picked off by an off angle of Godless, I believe that was. So Horror didn't have the easiest time making that crossing, but so far it's been working out, and it's down to just the solo of I8 Huzaifa in a 1v1 versus Jiggle.
Yeah, it's going to be winning here because Huzaifa, I mean, we've seen him being able to be a little bit aggressive in the past. That nade's going to be too short, though. Both nades going to be too short. And Jiggle gets caught off guard by Sanchir from SF, from Skyfall and none other. So now, ASIA, I don't think he's going to have enough time. Yeah, he's going to be sacrificing Crypto. There you go. Crypto ends up going down to the play zone. And I think he's going to be getting eliminated soon, too, for Huzaifa, because he's just going to get picked apart. Skyfall is just keeping an eye on everything that was going on there towards the bridge. And this is what I was talking about. This is why I love the positioning that APG had, Max, and why I was saying that this squad might end up with 15 or more eliminations. Because, yeah, you got to let some of these squads get a little bit closer, but they're just picking them apart. Shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, I mean, they're the Frontier Patrol right now. That's all they're trying to do. You're trying to get on the island. Hell nah. This is the APG island, and they're just out here fishing versus 4Yonko versus Mad Balls. They're just getting the easiest eliminations in the bloody world right now. With the 8-time scope of top, this is like, he's having the most fun in the world.
Top is like, this, let's go.
This is easy mode. This is classics.
What I want. Put me in that position. I might be able to get one elimination. Just one though.
Just the one, the singular one.
Just one. All right. Somehow I'll get knocked by somebody in the water. Meanwhile, Skyforce can be making a push here to Alcazia. How many players does Alcazia currently have alive? Okay, it's only going to be 2. And Skyforce does have all 4. Might be looking to make a push. VP, for the longest time, they made that rotation towards the south. They find themselves towards the center of the circle, too. I mean, that early rotation from VP worked out wonders, Max.
Yeah, it's been a good game plan so far. They got a great central position, a good compound. It's very flat all around it. So if you want to push VP, they're going to see you coming from a mile away. Yeah. So VP trying to become VIP, possibly in this game if they're able to be successful.
VIP didn't even do good. What you mean?
I'm like VIP, like the word, not the team.
Chat, please, somebody save me. He's trying to confuse me.
Actually, I'm kind of focused on Alcazia here because they got the best eastern position, good high ground position compound. I think it's going to be hard for Dagestan, for Skyforce to push it. I want Alcazia to third party from a distance. Get involved, third party, spray them down, chuck some nades if you're in nade range. Get involved. Make sure you can just make your next transition in this game as smooth as possible by eliminating as many players on the east as you humanly can do.
Oh, and for Skyforce, I mean, they're getting picked apart as well as Dagestan are getting picked apart. I'm with you. I would love to see Alcazia do some type of third party on this fight. They should be able to get some easy eliminations, too, if they just find the right angle. Icy finding somebody, and that's not Icy as in inner circle. That's Icy, the player from Skyforce, now making the push over to Dagestan. And will he get there in enough time, though?
Looking...
you have 4 nades, too. 60's going to be able to spot him, right?
Yeah, I think so. But APG are looking so healthy in this game. They are just... They could get literally a 15-plus elimination game this match. Seeing how APG are playing, they just want to exude control on this map, on this exact circle. Circle 5, guys, let's do a prediction. Chat, who do you guys think is going to be getting this win? You still have 7 teams alive. Might be going down to 6 very soon if we do lose Zadira from Dagestan. But now Zyol holding the front line on this rock versus Kanina Power. Obli, Zerich looking for the push. He does have the S-K, and he connects it. The pincer move connects, and that's going to be Kanina Power struggling to make it away from this rock formation. And I think that's going to be another squad wipe. Go into the name of APG.
Yeah, for APG, they do have a player knocked. There you go. There's the cleanup for APG. I said I wanted to see 15 or more. Right now, they're up to 11, Max. And if it wouldn't be for even more teams pushing up, I mean, I have APG, by the way, winning this. What do you have?
Same. The way they're playing,
there ain't no way.
The way they're playing, you just have... You know what? For the sake of it, I'll go Virtus Pro just to be a little bit different. because we can have a split desk. That's fine. I'll show the map feed for a split second for you guys to make a more educated guess on your prediction. APG to the west. You have Eva over to the east, Skyforce, Al-Qadsiya, center VP, then a bunch of solos for Dagestan and Arcred, and also Skyforce a solo up north. Fully committing to APG. Lock it in, 7. You're done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mine's locked in. Mine's locked in since before we even started talking about this. Whenever I said 15 or more eliminations, I was thinking already they were winning.
Okay. He's committed. He's going for it. And it seems like most people agree with you in the chat. They're going to APG. Okay. We'll see if VP can do it on this one.
The thing is, too, with that position, when you have such an aggressive team, I mean, you're going to be able to continue to see what's happening here. Skyforce doesn't fall far behind, though. I mean, Skyforce right now, 9 eliminations for the squad. VP is just going to be chilling, Max. If anything, this is going to be a resemblance of what happened in the first Erangel.
Yeah.
Where VP is just going to be waiting for the long time, waiting for the right opportunity, and we might get APG versus VP again.
If VP get a win here, it's going to be a very low elimination win, for sure. They're going to get less points than APG, despite getting that chicken dinner. Oh, great spray from Sancha. 3x scope on the M4. At that kind of range, though, ASM Abakan is not as good either at the M4. M4 there just beats the ASM Abakan every single time. So this is definitely the best weapon to have. Scar, though, in the hands of IC with a 4x scope.
Hey, you're getting some picks in the chat, too, for VP. So some people are agreeing with you, but as you mentioned, yeah, most of the chat was thinking of APG, especially with the way they're currently playing. 11 eliminations. I'll say it again, Skyforce really happy with the amount of elims they've been able to put up so far. Godless is going to be the player that's already eliminated. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
With the nasty Molotov.
Have you seen what also...
I'm not expecting that. They're going to be fully sensitive here.
Yeah, APG, very smart. Push. APG don't have the third party because this position's not in circle anymore. They're like, we're not really interested. We're just going to play circle. Even if you win this fight, we're just going to wait for you at the next step of this game. The Al-Qadsiya, here you go. The push is going to be sent by Skyforce. Riley, Icy in the building, looking to use that nade and Molotov. Can they get the knock on pre-pod? Not quite, but it's a damn good attempt. That nade, though, the counter of Neos is going to be massive. Now, actually, APG are going to third party. They're like, this is taking too long. We can't wait. We want every single elimination in this game. And Ziol, he's popping off with a Molotov. He finds Icy, Skyforce, Al-Qadsiya. They're getting absolutely destroyed on this mountaintop position. And APG looking like they're having the most fun in the world on this match.
And I'm glad APG decided third party right there because of what you were mentioning. This squad was just taking on too long to finish off this fight. Meanwhile, Al-Qadsiya was able to defend perfect. The push that happened at the start, I think Sanchir from Skyfall ended up just going for it a little bit too much, ended up overextending a bit too much without any scouting there, without waiting for his squad, ends up paying for it. And oh my goodness, bad boy, what a nasty nade. Can you switch it around? And he gets pre-pot as well. This man is disgusting, and this is the player that you were saying that he could be in contention for MVP from what you saw in the first 3 days.
1v3. Come on, hit it on Freezer. Oh, that's going to be a bit short. He does flush it, though. Find it. Confirm those eliminations, because why the hell not? APG just flexing that they're a military island-based team, right? The gatekeepers from phase 2, from phase 2 until this very point of the game, actually, they've just been holding the edge of the circle the entirety of this game. And now it's APG that really the only threat is Virtus.pro that do have a hovercraft, by the way. And then you have a bunch of solos for Dagestan, Arcred, and Freezer from Al-Qadsiya. But VP doing a bit of a setup play here in the distance against C7. They're going wide for the angles. I think their game plan is to wait for the circle to push all of these players off the mountain and just pick them off. But VP, you're very split. A knock would make your entire game plan fall apart.
Yeah, they are going to be very split, though. But as you mentioned, they're just looking for players to be open on the way down of this mountain and then just pick them apart. The thing, too, for APG, they need to be careful not to get a little bit too crazy here. Because it did end up happening, the pushed out from VP. It ended up happening after the APG player, I think it was Seoul at the start, getting knocked. And then VP is just so damn aggressive, too. Look how quickly they're wanting to close that gap. They didn't want to be passive in that compound, Max. They wanted to take the fight to some of their squads, and now they're fighting Dagestan, and now they're going to be switching their focus here to APG. VP being super aggressive, and I love it.
No, I don't love it, Seven. You're in nade range. You're in nade. This is a horrible position, VP. Get the hell out of here. You have circle. Reposition right now onto Malloy. This is a terrible misplay from Virtus.pro. You have the perfect setup. Voston is going to be stuck behind that tree. I think he's going to be picked off eventually by one of the players. He does spot Reefus as he tries to transition away from the mountain, but Dog will punish that play instantly. I think VP here maybe gave away this game by getting way too close for comfort, and now VP are just struggling to hold at the front up against Alpha Gaming.
You're right. Yeah, I didn't notice it was more than just one player there. Oh, Milky Way doesn't move at the right time. And now it's just going to turn into a 3 versus 1 there on VP. APG looking like they want to just close out this game with the win. Make sure to get all those eliminations. And we said it, Max. 15 eliminations, looking for the number 16 for the squad. As Reef is going to be the only player that ends up getting eliminated. Hey, we call this perfectly, almost to a T.
18 elimination game?
I really thought it was VP only send one player. I didn't see that second player up there too. I thought they were doing a 3-1, and there you go. APG closing it out with the win. If there was any doubts there after what we saw from this squad at the start in Rondo, they're able to shout any doubts and just throw them away, because this team is looking to be the champions once again of PMSL CSA.
Alpha Gaming here, 7, giving us a little taste of what to expect for the rest of this grand finals, and such a good execution. And they were proactive this game, right? From pretty much phase 2 onwards. They were gatekeeping the western coast, wide rotation on the northern side, gatekeeping a few other teams up there, third partying that big fight between Alcadzia and also Skyforce. And look at all of these players, Top and Doc, the new fragging duo of this team, man, is on absolute fire. They're 7 elims apiece, 14 eliminations for the squad out of this duo alone. It's crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff indeed. And my goodness, like, I ended up going back and just taking a quick little brief look at the circle. If VP would have just stayed put, if VP would have just ended up doing like a 3v1, what I thought that we're actually doing, it would have ended up working out wonders for that squad, because it was their compound in the circle.
Yeah. I feel bad because this is still a very impressive win from APG, but I do think Virtus Pro fumbled the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. You get way too close. You get in that nade range position against Doc. That is a mistake. Unfortunately, you don't come back from, and it's not going to work out. And Top were just so pinpoint accurate with the sprays too. It was just going to be crazy. And I'm seeing some people saying in chat also that their VP were just getting impatient, and impatience in a circle like that is going to cost you big. And in this case, Virtus Pro, it cost them what could have been the easiest win wrap up of, I think, the entire PMSL CSA full season journey.
I mean, yeah. Circle ends up going their way. I stick to what I'm saying here, Max, is I would have loved to see a 3-1 split from that squad there. I really thought that's what they were going to go with. And then all of a sudden you said it's more than one player. And then I looked around and you were absolutely right. I got absolutely blinded there. Oh, man. It would have worked out wonders too, because then you have that one player, right? You're willing to just surrender at least one player there towards the front, especially with the circle that you had. But for BP, I agree. Whoever was saying that they were just getting a little bit too impatient, that's exactly what it came down to, because that squad did not do anything there for most of the lobby, especially after they rotated south, got into the center of the circle. They were just waiting for the right timing on their end. APG, meanwhile, I mean, they were fighting anybody that they could end up fighting with, and there you have it right there. MVP, the man, the myth, the legend, Doc.
Okay, now I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here. Doc,
go for it.
See what this guy can do when he sticks with his team. Like, come on, man. That was an absolutely beautiful game we just witnessed from APG. One of the best games I would say we've seen in PMSL this year. Like, that was so well executed from minute 1 until minute 24 of that game when they wrapped up with a win. So well executed. If he just does this more, Doc might not be MVP, Top might be MVP, maybe Rufus, I don't know, but they could win global tournaments, man. This is what peak APG can do. Genuinely.
It is. It just comes down to the squad staying together. If Doc can actually stay within this team, if Doc can play with the squad, this is what we're going to be able to see. Doc overrated, it seems? No.
Hey, Mongolia all over the place, though. Doc, Top, Godless, Icy, and we got one player from Arcred here in the middle with Bad Boy. Hey, Mongolia on fire.
And it was one of the players that you were talking to me about it earlier.
Yep, Bad Boy.
Bad Boy being able to put up those numbers. And boy, did he put up those numbers too. And not in an easy way, because he was by himself. 28 points, APG. 18.
28 points, and then you go down second place, 11 points. It's not even half. There's less than half currently. So, yeah, Skyforce, VP, also, despite getting second place, don't have too many eliminations, which makes sense. I'm not going to fault VP for not having that many elims because of their compound. They couldn't get directly involved in too many of those fights. I think they should rely more on the placement points than the elims for a game like that. But now, checking out the leaderboards, who's on top? It's going to be Virtus Pro, despite the huge amount of criticism. They're number 1, but they're tied with Alpha Gaming.
And this is what I was talking about in regards to some of these squads. Brute Force, I said it in the last match. More than likely, after this match, they weren't going to be the first place just because they were trending to go down. They weren't really trying to keep players alive. They weren't really playing towards the late game. They were just living off what they were able to do earlier in Rondo. VP passes them there with 45 points. APG, I mean, they're both currently tied with 45 points. Hora somehow staying there towards the top. One squad, though, that we're not seeing here in the first page, Max.
Don't say it.
And at what point am I going to hit that panic option, that panic button?
Don't say it.
Inner circle.
Oh, he said it. Chat, he said it. Ban him. Ban him. No, but it is true. Inner circle. Keep getting caught off guard. They went for a big send from Ferry Pier across the water early on, and that's because of the setup of APG, right? They're just able to instantly shut that down. And no, you're not going to make the rotate. You're not going to be a threat. They make sure they get rid of those threats. They become a major issue of this game. And one of those issues would have possibly been Inner Circle. They're in 15th position right now. A team that was contending for the championship in spring, 7th place in the PMWC Grand Finals, is struggling on the opening day of their regional finals. Now, Inner Circle, it's not game over. As you said, it's a very small sample of games here, 7 earlier, right? It's 4 games done. But this is scary, and I'm going to start having to hit that panic button in the next few matches because this is not the start we wanted from this roster.
Is it too early if I hit the panic button now?
You can.
That's a hell of a difference, bro. Like, you got 12 points, currently sitting in 15th place, right? This is why I was, in a way, asking earlier in regards to PMGC points, how they were looking when we talked about Pakistan overall.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, they could still end up putting up a good performance. They could end up with 20, 25 points, right? They'll be able to just jump up. But I'm looking at the consistency. That's the main one that I'm going to be kind of worrying about, that consistency for the squad. And this is not how you want to start a tournament whatsoever. Damn.
I mean, yeah.
1 placement point, too. 1 placement point is wild.
It's definitely not the start they were hoping for. I think this is an opportunity, as this game is now done, to have a bit of an interaction with the chat again, because there's a lot of comments during that game. You guys have any topics, questions, things you want us to talk about?
Ask us questions, chat. Ask us all the questions.
Yeah. Wait, we don't have any slots for Mongolia teams. So we do. Mongolia is in the Central Asia PMGC points ranking. So, like, they're also clashing with other regions. But Mongolia have their own, but it's just mixed. As compared to Pakistan, they have their very own. And same for Uzbekistan, they also have their own PMGC's point ranking.
Yeah, I love what Suez Gaming said there. Max, if DOS sticks with the team, they win. Yep, we've been saying this since last spring split. This is how long we've been saying this.
Yeah, see, I just hope we can see that during PMGC, because it's pretty sure they should make it to PMGC at this rate.
Oh, yeah.
Where should Doc go?
I'll be shocked.
Stop capping is asking an interesting question. Where should Doc go? Wherever the team goes. Or not too far away from the team. Literally, you should put a limit. You can't go more than 100 meters away from your teammates. That's the limit.
100?
That's not too much.
Yeah.
You'll see him sometimes 250, maybe sometimes 500 when he's going real Doc mode.
Yeah, I think 100 is fair. I'm with you. 100 is fair. How are PMGC points calculated? As Darth Rake. I think it's based on finals, right?
Yes.
PMSL finals only?
Yep.
Yeah.
In a circus.
Yo. No.
Actually, funny comment
Max,
there. I am.
No, Max. That's our pick.
It's just a funny comment. Come on. Hey, that's not mean or anything. That's just a funny comment. Come on. You got to be able to take on the chin sometimes. Why no Niptura? Because there's no team spirit. We asked her and she was like, nah, there's no team spirit. I don't want to be here. Like, check it up with her. I don't know.
When S2G tried to pick up one of the players from Team Spirit, but then due to the new rules, it didn't end up working out. I can't remember the name of the player at the moment.
Nomi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, actually, he got asked in game by the owner of S2G. I think he sent him a bunch of gifts and he's like, hey, you want to join the team? But because of the PMSL rules, apparently he couldn't join in time for PMSL. Maybe next year. But then who would be sub? Nomi would be sub, I guess. Because you have such a good roster on S2G right now. You have Solke, IC, HamCG, Kalse. I don't know.
Like, I just want to see SCG with a squad, with a set squad. Okay, I feel like they've been having so many changes every single tournament. There's always a change for S2G. I don't know if I'm correct in saying that, but that's what it feels like to me, at least. I mean, they had Sada. They switched from Sada. They went somewhere else. Switch again. Before they had Coops. Coops left. It's like an insane. How many changes? How many roster changes can you have in 1 year? I feel like that's what they're trying to go for right now. That's we're gonna be jumping into Miramar. You know what, chat? Before we even see the playing pad, before we even see where the circle is gonna be going, what do you guys want to see here in the first Miramar of PMSL CSA Fall Split Finals? What team will surprise us?
I'm hoping Inner Circle.
Me too, bro. Please.
I'm kind of hoping Inner Circle, but I feel like I'm making it worse by consistently saying their name. Isn't a priority for Mongolia over Uzbekistan and Pakistan. There's no priority, Slimani. They have their own regional slot, so like they're doing clash with one another.
It doesn't make sense for Nomi to go to S2G with this roster. Why do you think that, Peppa? Give me some more context. We do get the playing path here. VP. I'm gonna go into Minas del Sur, Valle del Mar.
Ooh,
maybe some Partona.
Roll those R's again. That was great.
Hey yo.
Hacienda del Patron. How would you say that?
Ooh. Hey, you can roll the Mars too.
San Martin. Hacienda del Patron. Water treatment. I actually just realized that one doesn't have.
Yo, that last one's wild.
I just realized, wait, that doesn't sound like the other compounds. Actually, that doesn't work. La Cobreria, there you go. Now I can roll the R's there. That makes sense.
Water treatment.
That doesn't. That was.
Hey, yo, you're on the roll today, bro.
I was just going from. I was going north, and it was the one north of Hacienda after that. There's actually, which one can truck stop? You shouldn't do that. Prison.
I was about to tell you to try to say truck stop. Like
no, that doesn't work. Crater field.
Hey, we get the circle.
Park, yeah.
We get the circle, inner circle, within the middle of that circle. So many circles in that sentence. Holy cow.
Yeah. Los Leones. Hopefully not the same hot drop as in Mina. I don't know if any of you guys in chat have watched PMSL Mina. You don't want to see what happens in Los Leones. It is horrible what happens over there. Oh my goodness, he's going to hit it with a Kar 98 Iron Sight. Oh, that would have been sick.
That would have been sick, honestly. World-class 3 MVPs in one team. Yeah, honestly, the first time we saw APG get built, we're like, okay, they're definitely going to win a tournament at some point. But like, do you think it's taking too long for APG to win a tournament? I feel like that is a solid and a valid question too. Because when they were coming in, everybody thought, okay, they're just going to start winning everything.
They take too long to win a tournament, you're saying?
Yeah. Because expectations were so high for this squad, right?
I mean, what do you mean? Like, they need to smash and end the tournament sooner? Or...
Like, we were expected... technically, I guess they won PMSL CSA Spring, so that counts.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of won 3 seasons in a row. Some players, not the same roster. It was 4MV before.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe global. I think I was just thinking PMWC.
Oh,
I really wanted them to win PMWC.
Yeah, but the doc, we know
yeah,
why.
I think that's why I'm so salty. I think that's why I get salty at some teams, Max. Because when I actually really care about them, I'm like, dang it. Fix those little mistakes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm so hard on or I'm so I critique Team Soul so much at the moment because I really want Team Soul to do well.
They could, if they prepare properly, check the VODs, all that stuff. We'll see. Yeah, I saw Maxman hot drops back to back. Yeah, those hot drops, VJ and Mina were brutal over there. Early fight happening. Mad Balls and 4 Yonkos. They might get the flush on this one. Okay. Oh, good SKS shots with the 4X scope. Doesn't quite get the knock, though. The SLR, actually. Don't see that one used too much. But I think they're undiluted, so they don't really have an option.
You know what other one I was thinking about, too? PMGO. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh, when
so 2 global
MVP.
tournament. Yeah.
I mean, PMWC too.
I was like, okay, yeah, there's PMWC. There was one more PMGO.
Yeah.
How many global tournaments is enough to be like, okay, maybe now they should be winning at least one? I guess for the whole year, all 3 tournaments. After that, if they don't win, they're like, okay, they're maybe taking a bit too long.
Since PMWC last year, but it was different roster. It was old 4MV, right?
Yeah, different roster. PMGO was the first time we saw that roster.
I would say since PMGO, yeah. We should have seen them win at least once. Do you think?
You can so close.
Do you think WBG can win PMGC from Oblivion? PMHI champs, PMWC runner-up. No. So the reason why Weibo will never win an actual global, just non-invitational, is because Sook is cursed on the 2nd place. He'll never leave the 2nd place rank. I'm so sorry. I don't make the rules. It's literally, if you guys check the rule book of PUBG Mobile Esport, it says officially Sook is not allowed to be number 1. And even if you had more points, they'll just put him back to 2nd place. That's a joke, by the way, guys.
Please, thank you for... You know, there's somebody out there that was like, just looking around. Like,
so
wait,
unfair.
is this an actual thing? This isn't fair.
What did Sook do? He just played the explosive bow a ton of times. That's all he did.
Toxic Thor says, to be honest, Skyforce are disappointing. How are they disappointing? This is the first time, technically, that we're seeing Skyforce at PMSL.
Yeah, but they've got really good names on the team. So, like, in terms of individual expectations, I understand why you would be like, I thought they'd be maybe top 5 or top 3 by now. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I think that expecting a team that was put together before this tournament to just pop off right out of the gate is maybe a bit unrealistic on day 1. You know, I think just give them a little bit of time. Day 2, day 3, there's definitely some room for comeback. And currently they're in 7th position. They have a better comeback potential than currently Inner Circle, which is a favorite.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I'm not giving up on Inner Circle yet. Wait a second. I'm still with Inner Circle. I think they still got time to come back. I think it's still close enough. Now, if for some reason it does stay within, what is it right now? 33-point lead between Inner Circle and 1st place. If it stays at 30 points, I feel like that comeback's going to come out to be a lot. The percentage is going to be a lot lower, especially going into tomorrow. Somebody asked, this lane said, what do you think about Mafioso being benched? That was expected, to be completely honest, for me, because Mafioso kept doing those same mistakes that he did in the past, especially in 2023 or early 2024, just overextending, getting too caught, and the clutch factor just wasn't there for him. So I was expecting for it to happen.
I was kind of impressed with Guizawa and Obscure. How they...
Obscure did great.
They're good players, but like with Alpha 7 not going to be able to perform on the same level. But Guizawa was MVP, right? At the end.
I need to go back and check. But Obscure, when he came in, was playing great. And then for Guizao, he was putting up good performances even in the phases. Phase 1 and Phase 2.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
They were putting up numbers right off the bat, which is usually what you want to see, especially with the current meta.
Everyone's centered up on this one, even Inner Circle. Hopefully, yeah. I'm scared Inner Circle's going to get just fully surrounded here. If we have a big hard shift and they just rotate into a team, that's going to be tough. So they need to start thinking about what do they do in that worst case scenario right now. Because for me, Inner Circle don't stand out as a good center team. For me, I like Inner Circle, the Inner Circle that goes for wide wraps. I think IQ's really good at making those calls. But look, they're fully surrounded. There's no escape. Except north, there's a little opening. But they are in the thick of it.
Like if you go south, they're just gonna have to wait, because if you try to rotate too early, then they're just gonna get caught. I've seen a lot of people mention OG in the chat. So while we have some time here, chat, what do you guys think is the expectations for OG from India going into PMGC? Do you guys think they make it to grand finals, or when do you guys think they get eliminated? I'm hoping to make it to grand finals. They just need to fix some things.
Yeah, I think there's potential. I have the most amount of hope in Orangutan when it comes to teams from that region.
Yeah.
They are the hope of India. Here you go. Inner Circle going to be moving. We have a big southern shift here coming out for these teams. Actually, 4 Yonkos and Madballs need to get moving. There's not going to be a lot of positions left open in this circle. Here you go. Arc Red, though, one player out in the open. Doesn't get knocked just yet, but I think it's just a matter of time before he gets knocked eventually, because that car is not in good condition.
Yeah, that car's not going to be moving anytime soon there, Max. As Alcacia is just waiting for the right moment, and meanwhile, Inner Circle, IQ just looking around. What else are you supposed to do in this situation? I will be doing the exact same damn thing. You're out in the open, the circle's upside, the vehicle's upside down. Just get in there and hope that
the thing is,
maybe he has this strat, Max. Maybe he thinks that nobody's gonna be expecting him to be there.
No, the thing is, because he's like this is actually a feature in the game. Because he's upside down in the car, actually his gyro has flipped him in real life too. Like right now, he's sitting on his head, on his chair, in the venue. Okay? So it's like, if he can't stay that for too long, the blood's gonna rush to his head and stuff. He's really gonna struggle. The gyro's OP, man.
Can you imagine if we gave players like a sensor bodysuit? And if they get shot at in the game, they would feel that. That'd be insane, actually. Oh, come on. He's trying to.
He's not going to.
You gotta do the turtle. Go back and forth.
He's hoping he gets picked up by his mates.
Yo, Leon. Memes by Kangman. There you go. There's your clip for the day. Oh. Top. Yo, Top is going to be the one that's far away from his squad. And he's going to get eliminated.
This is weird.
Bye-bye.
It's not Doc.
That's not Doc.
Wait a minute.
Is this APG?
Who's that? It's Fine V. This Stalwart 2022. What's happening?
Falcon.
Yeah. Where's Scry and Pika? I lost him. Where's Action? Get him out of retirement right now. We need him. That's a really bad one. What is a bad one, Hamad? My joke? Yes.
Why is Inner Circle even here? Because they're good. They're just having a bad day. You know what, chat? Inner Circle is doing the God L strat. Gonna make a comeback.
Oh, God likes.
But they're actually gonna make a comeback though.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm a little bit scared. One thing that is rough when it comes to Smash rules, and I think that we can all agree on this, is that you never know when day 3 is going to end. Meaning, if they remain in this position until the end of today, and then we have a Smash on, let's say, game 2 or game 3 on the final day of the finals, there's not that many games left for them to initiate that comeback. Genuinely, it is scary that if you're in the worst case scenario, Inner Circle might have 50% of their games already ruined by this first day alone.
Yeah. And I think this is why I was saying earlier that if we end the day and that point lead to first place is 30 points, I think that's when I'm going to be really hitting that panic button, as ASIA doesn't want to make sure that they don't have a 30-point lead to catch up to first place, because this squad's not going to be relying on PMGC points, at least not from what we've been able to see, at least not on the current standings, and they're just going to be taking the fight. And there you go. Acrid's going to be going down. Acrid. Man, Acrid's another team actually not having a good performance here, Max, today, because that's your third place squad.
Yeah, unfortunately, not performing on the same level as what we did see from them back into the group stage. So far, they are struggling. But I think that also now going into this, the big names, they bring in their A game, right? Like, they mean business. Like, looking at APG, how they played that previous Erangel game with that win, that was just flawless execution from start to finish. They were not messing around. And I feel like we've seen that a few times from Horror, Virtus Pro, the way they played it, or making it out of Mansion early on Erangel 2 was just completely on point. So, very small room for mistakes. And Arcade, I feel like, did go for these splits sometimes and lost players very quickly. And it's a very unforgiving lobby now, because any mistake is instantly going to make you lose a player. And as a 3-man squad, man, those wins, they're not coming your way.
Yeah. And the reason why I kind of panic a little bit, and I'm talking about the panic button and all that stuff with Inner Circle, going back to them, is because I know that these players, they're still very young, Max. And I seen them crumble, especially at PMGC last year in Malaysia. They kind of started getting into their heads. It happened as well at PMWC. And I just don't want to see that happen here in this situation before we go to PMGC. If they even qualify, honestly, because if this performance continues, then you start having to raise those questions. Can they even qualify from their PMGC points? Even though they have such a big lead, anything can happen here, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's going to be... It's a very hard region, again, to predict. Anything can happen. Your second day, I think you have some teams that are going to get a bit desperate. Teams at the top maybe getting a bit more oppressive to assert that dominance in this lobby. Zol going to get picked up by an M249, actually. So APG in a full-on clash with Brute Force in the leaderboards. Well, leaderboards. In the elimination feed. But APG really suffering and actually losing 2 players. They lost top earlier. They lose Ziol, now down to a duo. It's going to be Reefus and Doc. The wombo combo might be real, as Inner Circle getting also completely decimated. This versus the side of Horror, it seems.
And Falak being that player that goes down quick, and now Brute Force wanting to take the action here to Reefus and Doc. Doc trying to see if he can maybe end up catching a grenade. There goes down the nade. He's going to be being pushed here. We've seen Doc clutch up this moments before. Great Molotov right there from him. Controlling the area that they're going to be fighting from. And Brute Force now just looking to clamp them down. Looking to just make sure they go down. And oh, Doc reads to get one more knock. Do they have any more utility? Oh no, take me back to this fight. Yes, stay on this fight, please.
That nade bounce was such a good attempt from Reefus. Really good try. Didn't quite connect, but it did force him a little bit further into this building. Here you go. Play around your shotguns if possible. Brute Force going to try and force that man advantage here forward. They're trying to get the fight. Unfortunately, misses every single shot. Right now, the duo is working out. The nade is going to be doing so much damage. They are forced to push their way forward. And APG, unfortunately here, going to be going out first in this game. That's twice today here, 7. And 0 eliminations to show for it.
Yeah, not the performance, the consistency we want to see out of APG. But luckily for them, whenever they do put up good performances, it has been some massive performances. But everything's so close, man. Like, anything can change here with just one game. And I feel like this is going to be the storyline going for the whole tournament as well, Max. Some teams are just going to be bouncing back and forth. And it goes to just what we've been talking about, saying how unpredictable everything is within the PMSL CSA.
It is. Like, you don't know. Look at that. APG just losing a fight like that. Losing players very early on. Very unlike them. At least in a circle, still keep 3 players alive. Horror able to get himself some nice angles, getting 1 elimination in this game. But CIS, again, CIS, it's been proven during the group stage, even during these finals, are looking incredibly powerful. Virtus Pro, Brute Force, Madballs, Dagestan, Alcadzio, Go. Like, they're all relevant on the first half of these leaderboards almost. So it seems like the other regions like Mongolia, Pakistan, Nepal are so far getting outshone. They're not doing as good as them. I was like, how do you decline that one already?
You said it right. You said it right. Yeah. Outshine. They're definitely getting outshined. And Brute Force, I'm happy to see them being able to win that engagement against APG. And the thing that I'm most happy about is that they were able to do it without losing any players. That was one thing that I was a little bit worried about with the squad, and why I was thinking that they were just going to keep going down the leaderboard. This is a good response from them, and this is what they need, because we really haven't seen much out of Brute Force besides what just happened with APG, unless we go all the way back to Rondo, and that feels like an eternity already today.
It's been a while, for sure. The elimination feed's still going to be quite active, it seems. Phase 5 is going to come up. That's when we're going to be doing our typical prediction game, guys. We'll see who's going to be taking home this dub on this first Miramar of the finals for CSA. But center of the circle here, 7, it is completely unplayable. No man's land over there. You go there, you're instantly going to get completely surrounded. You might survive in a dip, but when it comes to actual potential of winning a game, you don't want to play center currently in this match. And because of that, actually, I'm kind of looking on the teams that are on the edge of Los Leones. I'm looking at I8. Yep. I think Madballs have potential, maybe even Alcadzia, and for Yonkos if they rotate southeast, depending on where Phase 5 goes. But currently, Los Leones teams could have a really good potential to make that successful transition from city to open land.
Yeah, I'm looking at any teams that I might want to pick. If we were to do predictions right now, I don't even know who to go with, to be completely honest. Okay, now that we at least have a circle shift. Even on this one, Konina Power hasn't really shown me that much today, so I wouldn't be just instantly picking them, even though they do have an area to work with within that circle. Which one would you be looking at, Max, in regards to that circle?
I'll wait for this fight to break out, and then I'll show it again for the viewers so they can make their predictions. But actually, this is going to be a very important fight to the west. Brute Force, yes. Regicide. Whoever wins this fight has pretty much, like, what, 25% equity in this circle to hold on to.
Yeah, a lot of room to work with, too, because VP, they decided to back off as well. So it's just going to be a lot of real estate. And right now, Regicide is just going to be having to back off. Senior is going to be the last one alive. Brute Force just controlling this whole area. And they're chasing him down. They're hunting him down. They know that they don't want one player being out here. And now they have so much room to work with that if you're able to pull up the map, at this point, I think Brute Force doesn't look like that bad of a pick.
On this circle, You know, I'm actually going to go Dagestan in this one. I think that there's some good ridges to play as you transition over the road straight up north of Shifu and Magnum. So I'm going to go Dagestan. But yeah, chat, who are you guys picking for this chicken dinner on this 5th game of the day? I got Dagestan. Brute Force going over to 7. I'll leave the wrap up a little bit more so you guys can make your
I'm waiting
pick.
for mine to show up on your end because I want to make sure that I'm not too far behind on mine.
So good. Okay,
I want to be able to see.
1, back to the main feed. There you go. Make your picks. Tell us who you think is going to be getting this one, and if you win, well done.
I actually don't mind Brute Force with currently the amount of room that they have to work with for this squad. I don't know if it's my final pick though, because I kind of like what VP was doing there with the 2-2 split. The only thing with VP that I would maybe be a little bit hesitant for is that some teams might end up crashing there. You know what? I'll lock it in. I'm gonna go Brute Force.
Brute Force, done. Okay, Brute Force. Yeah. I got Dagestan and Chat. Got a lot of variety. Someone said Seoul, wrong region, but Horror, Brute Force, Inner Circle, Brute Force. So a lot of Brute Force. Few different ones otherwise. See some Virtus Pros. So
VP.
Yeah. So people are favoring then teams that are currently already in Circle away from the city, except for people that are picking Inner Circle and Horror. But so far, actually, Sleepy able to carve a little bit of space in the circle, able to get a nice knock onto Mongols, and maybe actually able to successfully transition over the road. So far, you can see Jiggle made it over. 2 players made it over. If they can get the entire squad in this dip, maybe Horror can live further in this match and make it to phase 6 minimum.
And V-Boy Malloy securing an elimination there on the Mongols. And continuing on, you said Dagestan, right? That's who you want to win this match?
Yeah, Dagestan.
Just want to confirm. I don't know if you said.
The what? Sorry?
Confirming which team you ended up picking.
No, Dagestan. Yeah, Dagestan. I do.
Dagestan? Okay, cool.
DG. Yep.
Alcatsia Zadira is going to be getting caught out in the open here, though. Luckily for him, those smokes, I mean, working now, but right now with Neos there towards the top, I think it's just a matter of time here until Zadira ends up getting knocked. He's going to get spotted. He does get a knock first, though. Enough time that he's going to force that flare